Okay, the Three of Pentacles is in your 7th. Right there, I opened right to it, okay? With the Empress, working on it, working on it, working on it, okay? So God's working on it with you to bring you the justice. So it is bringing, this page is bringing that Three of Pentacles situation. Let's say there's a start in your career, it's tied to that because we have 7th house represented here, and 5th house represented here. So there could be like the conflict of interest is over, right? The competition could be over, yeah? And starting in earnest in career. Because these are upright, they're not negative, they're positive. Now the thing would be, yeah, competition is over, yes, absolutely, because we have that 5 of Wands, that necessary change in the 7th house, right? Let's just be sure that I'm being clear here, right? And we already know what 5th house looks like, right? Absolutely, absolutely, like total just go time. And so and again, yes, because we have Queen of Pentacles. Yes, why alone? Because we have the Queen of Pentacles absolutely in Virgo. And where did we have that King of Pentacles? Well, first things first. Okay, so just to clarify, in 7th, this is in progress, so this person is coming, this opportunity is coming, the competition, absolutely, going back to the 4 of Wands, stability, but we're going to go back through competition. There's always going to be competition, but it's not going to be the same, it's not going to get to you the same, because you're going to play the game that much stronger. And she was working on this, and it is coming, absolutely. So in terms of this combination of cards, that competition is over. And there's justice in your career. Now I feel some very nice clarification about that. She's going to need some time with it, but she's working on it, and it's coming. Let's just double check. Yeah, okay, so we've got a King in progress. I recall he was in progress in your 9th, right? And it was so interesting to have these loves and loyalties, unsure of loves and loyalties. But your loyalty is about to pay off. Your loves are about to pay off. What was tracing a heart around? Okay, let's just put 7 back in. Put 7 back in. Okay, so that's 10th. That's some very, okay, we're very clear then about 10th. The opportunity coming in. So now those swords, those mastermind swords, that King of Swords energy, the 9 of Swords energy, all Aquarius. We don't have 8 of Swords on the table. We don't have 10 of Swords on the table. We don't have the Queen of Swords on the table. We don't have the Tower. I put Tower as Uranus, less Mars or Pluto. Okay, what's in progress here? Now I realize our options are limited with the cards now, but still, we have enough cards that it didn't have to be the 8 of Swords. Mastermind thinking, proving yourself to yourself. This is my Houdini card. This is pulling something off in front of everybody that they didn't think you could do. Because I put it as other people put those 8 swords around you. Not necessarily you yourself. I know how everybody typically interprets it, but I look for beyond just taking the cards at their word, because if I can take religion apart after 25 years of trying to do that, of working on that, and let me just put it this way, the same Greeks that give us so much of the classifications of this system, and they came late to the game, they were afraid of the number 0, the amount 0, the infinite amount of 0. They were so afraid of it that they refused it, and they killed people who insisted that it's a thing. Okay? So if they're afraid of 0, we don't need to take their word for everything about astrology. I'm just saying. Same people were behind. They didn't get what everybody else got. They refused it, and all loved the Greeks, but especially when Zeno came along. But no, could not handle paradoxical thinking, even when Zeno presented it. So, but absolutely zero as a the most important numeric concept of any. So, not to mention functional. But yes, the Maya got it, absolutely. They had oh my God, they had so many different symbols for zero. So comfortable. They started things with zero. They knew zero we've got it right here in the wheel and the world. They know it. They pretend like they don't know it. So anyway, you are in progress of proving yourself to yourself. And then you'll prove yourself to everyone else. So we've got legacy. 11th house is the revolution, is the technology, but it's being the nonconformist. It's stepping out on your own. It's being so unique. It's being the humanitarian. It's solving the bigger problems and then figuring out how to bring those solutions and implement, get people on board with them. It is facilitating and protecting everybody's rights to expression, not abuse, but expression, right? Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of being not abused, not under threat, right? So then you've got the boundaries of how do you protect everybody without becoming a fascist, right? And then violating everybody. But we've got Saturn and Uranus co-ruling. So that world card, if we go back to that world card, things are wanting to pop out. Right across from Leo as well. So here we have a North Node turned upside down. So those 9 cups. Now, where do we have those 9 cups? We are in the progress. It's not straight upside down. It's in progress. It's going to take some time to get happy. Okay, because of the second house. Because of the cash flow. Because of deciding, because of the free will situation, because of that, the having all the faith but wondering, maybe not seeing where it's coming in, but because the situation's in progress. So the whole work, we go back to that Ace of Pentacles that's upside down, right? Along with what was also upside down with it. I need to go further back, don't I? Farther back. Again, we had, and that 2 of Swords. Yep. That 2 of Swords. Yeah, your Scorpio energy. Your Scorpio energy. Like just the Pluto. So the creativity. There's such a balance. Yeah, there is such a balance between the spiritual and the financial, right? In terms of doing what your guides need you to do and it costing you. We have the 9 of Cups, absolutely, right here in Virgo. Your wish fulfillment is here. So there's just a lot, there's just something that needs to be, and along with your Queen of Pentacles. So, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for. No, I was looking for. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Well, Scorpio is other. 8th house is also other people's money, which you need. Apparently, this is a huge thing, right? And so the way you get money from people, who you are, so your creative work, your expressiveness, your success, I think basically the attention you can get for yourself based on being extremely creative at this point, Cancer, is what's going to change how you get other people's money. I think that's what the Scorpio transformation's about. Which brings us back to other people's money as the Six of Pentacles in your first house. And the second house is directly opposite the 8th house, right? So here we have absolutely not needing to fight, you know, the transformation of in Leo energy, in 5th energy, going back to that 6 of Wands, right? Yep. So the turn of the wheel, your 9th house, your Jupiter, your even your 12th house energy. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we get to your 12th house, which we're pretty much there. But yes. So Aquarius energy in Aquarius, Pisces energy, so 11th house, 12th house, 2nd house, 5th house. But again, yes, waiting for the payoff, I think, of working with guides. So most things are in progress. This is dependent on the 6 of Wands, the recognition that you have, but also we have the sense of, you know, defending yourself, maintaining, holding your position. But we also know, I really feel like this is taking us back to that 5 of Wands situation where the competition is over, right, in your career house. And you needed that competition to be done. You needed the justice. So if we look at this as a situation tied to that 7th house of justice and what Venus is doing, right? And therefore, yeah, absolutely getting rid of that toxic stuff. Which, since we just went through your new moon, that should have cleared out some toxic stuff. Then, let's put this sideways, that's over. Then that should be pretty much solved. And so the 12th house that is all houses, Pisces that wears all crowns, because Pisces, yeah, here we have the ongoing progress of the Virgo energy, the 6th house energy. The Knight of Pentacles, the very slow moving but steady Knight, right? He's gonna have to do all of this. So that turn of the wheel, because again Jupiter co-rules Pisces. So if we go back, let's just pull out that whole house again. Now, was that in your 3rd? Again with that world. Now, what did I want to compare that to? No, it wasn't in your 3rd. I wanted to compare that world to your 11th because of the fact that Saturn co-rules your 11th. But I'm looking at, yeah, and somebody was wanting to steal your wand from, yeah, yep. So that whole competition thing. Well, where the heck did we put? Oh, it's in your 2nd, isn't it? Yep. Okay, we go back to the 2nd. So, if we look at this in terms of the affirmations for you in 2nd house, turn the wheel. Becoming the, you know, not being the student anymore, being the teacher. And I just wonder if there's actually like a teaching situation here. But see this turn of the wheel, this chart work, and I want to say chart work. It's when we don't know our charts. But I feel like with the strong, is there a sense of you needing to guide people? Again, with that 9th house, possibly leading people on long journeys, their lifetime journeys, right? And the fact that the Knight of Pentacles has been in progress in this house, and it just seems like that's a life journey. Okay. New page. Turning over a new leaf. Aquarius 11th house energy. So let's dare to compare to that world situation, since I was talking about it. See, here we have those 9 of Swords with the 7 of Swords reversed in your own home. So somebody close to home. Yes, and the world closed out 3rd house, Magician house, where we have those 4 swords caught between the 3 and the 5. Yep. And we have the Mystic. And we have the World in Progress. The fresh start. The ending and the beginning. The ending and the beginning. And I know it wasn't exactly in that position. I think it had a bit longer to go. Similar to this Knight of Pentacles, right? Which we have repeated here. So this world is affecting the 7 of the transformation. Mastermind in the house of the Muse, and the Prophet, the soul contract house, the free will house. Pisces needs everything to be shipshape because there's so much to do. And if it's not shipshape, if it's not organized and routined and everything, then it just falls to shit. Something about the truth. Begins and ends with the truth that separates you. This is all about being unique again, right? Like I said, Uranus energy is all the nonconformist energy, and it takes a long time to step into the strength of that. It takes a long time. So you need to be ready. So this guy's carrying the Ace of Pentacles as well. Right? But steady progress. And working alone for now. But being ready. Being prepared, I guess is what we're saying. Being prepared. Any final word? Any final word? Another 2 of making a decision in yourself. Tied to that 6 of Pentacles, tied to that Knight of Pentacles. Going back to that Ace of Wands that somebody was trying to take from you. It's close to home. Okay. In the opposite direction to that, we have Gemini energy, absolutely. So, things in progress. Healing your own energy, 2 of Cups. right? Page of Swords being extremely guided. I think the smartest card in the deck. So getting up out of that truth, recovering from the truth, being refreshed by the truth. This Page of Swords ready for going through that door. But see how we have, I mean, this is Page of Swords house. Loves to be underestimated, does not underestimate himself or herself. Knows everything that needs to be known. Like very much for me, Scorpio energy of the all-knowing and guided energy. And what did we say Scorpio's all about? Other people's money. Other people's money and connecting, being connected spiritually. So that choice, again, choices. So, but basically your own energy being resolved within yourself. If we put the two together, being resolved within yourself. Not divided, you know, that whole competition situation and that Ace of Wands that somebody's, you know, out to get, which is yours. You need to have your wand, and if it means you hold it alone, then you hold it alone. And the house of just stepping out into. The house of stepping out into the world. Yeah, just the thinking. The thinking is stuck and the will is down. Because of the progress, the long time. So, yeah, that truth is like the sleeping, it's the sleeping giant in all of this, isn't it? Whatever that truth is, the truth is, because who holds the sword of truth? Justice. Justice holds the sword of truth, and so that situation that justice is resolving. So if we go back to the Empress, absolutely in 7th house, right? I'll get the visual, which is going to facilitate right. You versus the other. In order, because they were getting between you and other people's money. Right? And that new situation is coming. The new situation is coming. And that's the truth, because she's holding the truth. She's holding the truth that the competition is done. So there's you and yourself for starts. Okay, Cancer. My goodness me. The takeaway is that your money, it's all about financial, married to spiritual. Clear thinking, yes. Yes, and legacy. The bigger, you know, yep. What you're going to be in the world, which is tied to your career. So your legacy and your career sometimes are separate, but for you they're not. All right, Cancer. Thank you so much, and I'll be back with a regular reading next time. Much love. It'll be a while because it's taking me longer, of course, to get through everybody's readings this way, but I feel it's important because it gives me even a reference point for months from now. Okay, much love. And I just want to say, Cancer, at the bottom of the deck we have Magician. We have Magician, followed by Queen of Swords. So, if that means anything to you, there's that Sword of Truth. But we have emphasis of the house of knowledge, Mercury, and again Virgo, 6th house, so 3rd house and 6th house, and yeah, and then 7th house with that Sword of Truth. Again, and then even your own house, going back to that 3 of Cups, which is also in reverse. So all that competition being over, leading back to that 5 of Swords that was getting in the way and causing your Queen to be reversed just the same as your King. So there's the Ace of Swords. It's right between the 5 cups with the 3 cups that are down, that competition. And you as King of, you know, in full 12th house power. Absolutely. Betrayals are done. But yes, let's just end on that note. All right, Magician.